Стас, готово? Поехали. Okay, well, the first question is, why did you decide to become a hairdresser?
Really, I was studying fashion, and I was trying to play music for a living. Didn't manage to do either of them successfully, but really hairdressing just took over. I started it as a part-time job, and I just fell in love with it quite quickly. So that's how I became a hairdresser.
Okay, so where did your journey started from?
My journey's in my hometown with my mother's hairdresser. So a guy called, he's a really cool guy. He's a guy called Robert Taylor, and he's in Sheffield, which is where I grew up, which is in the north of England. And he was kind enough to give me a job, and he taught me many things I still hold dearly now. He taught me about shape and form and balance, and I'm forever thankful for that.
Cool. Yeah. Where did you, the main part of your career of studying?
Yeah.
Where did you start it?
I guess after I worked for Robert Taylor in Sheffield, I moved to London, and I started to work for Vidal Sassoon, and I worked there for almost 20 years. So I had a very long career with them. I started off as a stylist, and I finished my career with them as a creative director for the schools in the UK. And I got involved in all the collections, and it was a massive learning curve for me. So I really feel that's where I grew up. That's where I learned my craft.
So what stands the success behind the Seiko? What's the main part of made you successful with your academy?
I think I've got a really good team. That really helps. I'm quite a motivated person, so I'm quite driven to kind of push myself and to make things happen. But I think over the years I've kind of developed my own eye and my own sort of take, my own perspective on hair, and I guess that's what I really enjoy, and that's what drives me. So.
Are there any alternative types of educating seminars or something, not vice versa to classic ones, like we do all the time? Are you observing all over the world something alternatives that's coming up?
I mean, I think there's perhaps I think there's a slight shift in education. In some ways it's positive, some ways it's negative. I think there's a big shift back to kind of classic education, because I think as hairdressers have got older, they've realised there's perhaps holes in their technique, and they revisit that to try and gain a little bit more background knowledge, because that allows you obviously to move further in an upward direction creatively. And then I think there are different things around that give you a little bit more inspiration. So I do a show, amongst other things. I have a show called Noise that showcases some amazing creative talents, and it does it in a very different way. And I think perhaps the introduction of things like that, there's a few different things around the globe. I think just trying to reinvent the way we present hair to younger hairdressers is important. So I think that changes slowly but surely. That changes everything.
You told about the noise.
Yeah.
Can you tell a bit more about it? What's noise stands for? And
okay. Yeah. I mean, it's something we started in 2012, and it was really as a bit of it came from me complaining about things kind of being the same, and the same format for weekends like this, where we've got a lot of hairdressers all together, and they come to expect the same thing, and they're not really offered anything different. And so somebody challenged me to say, well, stop, don't complain about it, why don't you do something about it? So I pulled a few friends in, and we did. At the last minute we put a show on, and it was a really great success. And that's how it's gone. And I think as it's developed, originally we sort of designed it for younger people, for a younger audience, and I think that's really been embraced. So it's more like going to a gig or something like that. It's quite short, little punchy segments.
Underground.
Yeah, very underground. We don't disclose the location until 2 hours before. You've got to follow it on Facebook, on social media and stuff. So it's just a different take on things, I think, but it's very much geared towards kind of a younger audience, I think. People that are more engaged with social media, that are willing to kind of just at a drop of a hat travel across town to go and find something, you know. So it's fun and it's exciting, and you know, we all enjoy it too.